Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Deskside Chats podcast presented by the City of Northport. My name is Madison Hyde, and I'm the Deputy Communications Manager for the city. Everyone has a story, right? In this podcast, I'll be learning the stories of our employees right here in the City of Northport. Join me as I chat with folks from all walks of life, across departments and divisions. We're building a community of unity. Get to know the staff working for you every day. Now let's lean in and chat Deskside. This week, we're welcoming Amanda Broat to the podcast. She is a customer service representative 1 in our call center, and she loves what she does. Listen in as we talk about growing up in upstate New York, and we get in depth about all the traveling she's done. From Alaska to Greece to Utah, she's been all over the place. She's also a strong breast cancer survivor. Listen in to learn more about Amanda. Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Madison.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thanks for joining me today.
Of course.
It's been a long time since we've done a Deskside chat, and I'm very happy that you're our comeback episode.
Well, thank you.
It's going to be fun. So let's start off with your origin story. So I know that you grew up in upstate New York. Is that
Yes.
right? So like whereabouts more specifically?
Clark Mills.
Clark Mills. Is that a bustling metropolis?
No.
Can you tell me a little bit more about it? I know it's one of those places that's super small, right?
Yeah, it's very small. Everybody knew each other. We were kids, we were able to play outside, till it got dark.
Right.
And we knew we'd go in, where you can't do that now.
No, you cannot. No. And you said also there was an abundance of snow.
Yes. In upstate New York, we didn't measure it by inches. We did it by feet.
Was that like every year?
For the most part, there's a couple, times we didn't get all that snow, but when we did, it wasn't fun.
Yeah, you were probably not going to school or really going anywhere in
Actually,
that? Or were you still forced to trudge to school?
We still had to go to school. They didn't close schools down. Very rare.
Come on. So then how did you, if there was feet of snow, how'd you get to school?
To the bus.
The bus could still show up? I just am envisioning like a wall of snow, basically, where you wouldn't be able to go anywhere.
Yeah, we did. They plowed the streets and stuff like that. So,
yeah,
and get us there. Yeah, because we had 150. We usually do 150 inches of snow a year.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yes.
Holy cow!
And below zero.
Yes, I'm from Wisconsin, and we did have a couple, cold days where we didn't have to go to school just because it was so freezing outside.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yes.
I'm glad we don't have hot days down here because kids just wouldn't be in school.
Oh, I love the hot days. I'd be in school.
Right? Yeah, right. Okay, so then how did you transition from up there to Florida?
Well, I wanted to be with my mother. My mom had Parkinson's. So she wasn't there. So I asked my husband, can we, move to Florida so I could be closer to my parents and be able to spend some time with them.
Sure.
Before they pass away or something like that. So, and then his parents also lived in Sarasota. So mine was Zephyr Hills. His parents were Sarasota. So we took the plunge and moved down.
And what year was that?
20 years ago.
20 years ago. Okay. Okay. So you've been around this area for a long time. Have you been how long have you been in Northport? That same amount or?
Probably 18. Because when we moved down, we lived in Bradenton for like a year and a half.
Okay.
So
gotcha. Okay. And was it just you and your husband?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. Awesome. So now moving into career side, you started in banking?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me about that. What made you interested in banking? Why did you start there?
Well, it was kind of like a customer service thing, and I knew data entry, and I was in a department where I could just sit there and do payments, and then I'd switch jobs every, couple of years. I wanted to learn more about processing loans and stuff like that.
Sure. Yeah. And I'm sure a lot of that kind of helped when you moved into the local government side, what made you want to make that leap from private to public?
I just wanted to be closer to home.
Sure.
And I really love, Northport. That's what we moved here for.
Mm-hmm. And so how long have you been working for the city? in general?
A little over 5 years.
5 years. Okay. And where did you start? Since I know you've had a couple different positions before where you are now.
I started off in utilities, and then I ended up coming over to the call center.
Okay. So I know you, because we talked a little bit beforehand that you mentioned that you feel like you're right where you want to be. So what do you like so much about the spot you are now in the call center?
I just like helping, the city and the residents that come in and they need help,
Right.
So I just like that, and, talking to them on the phone, helping them, a little bit that I can to reassure them that we're doing what we're supposed to do.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you're one of the people also that will greet people down in the lobby. You're right there, right? Right
Correct.
when you walk in. Yeah. It's a great group of people down there if you ever have to stop into to City Hall. It's a great place to start. So now we're going to move on from work, and we're going to get into some, not that work isn't fun, okay, but we're going to get into some fun stuff now. So you and your husband are Jeep people.
Correct.
Jeep peeps,
Yes.
right? Okay, so how long have you guys been into that? I know it's a whole culture. How long have you guys been into that?
Probably maybe 4 years now.
Okay, that's awesome. So like what do you do as part of the Jeep community, the Jeep peeps?
We go down and do some trails with a Jeep and stuff, and hang out with friends and follow them around, do all kinds of trails.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes.
So do you have, like, is there a specific, like, what is your Jeep for the Jeep people that are listening? Like, what type is it?
It's a Wrangler.
It's a Wrangler. Fun.
Yes.
I love that. So then on the same level as traveling around, you also have been to many a state in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
23 to be exact, correct?
No, 29.
29. Well, that's even better. So tell me, what was okay, here's the first question. Do you have like an overall favorite state that you've visited? Like the overall experience?
Oh, that's really hard to pick because everything's gorgeous.
Right.
Well, my first pick would be Utah. My second one would really be Alaska.
I believe it. Yeah, Alaska looks beautiful. My parents went on a cruise there recently, and their pictures were amazing.
Yeah, it was
I'm
phenomenal.
sure you had an awesome time.
Yes.
So what was on? It was a cruise, right? An Alaskan cruise or not?
Yes.
Okay, so what was the trajectory like? What did you get to see? Like where did it start and end, I guess, is my question.
It started in, I believe it was Quebec, and then ended up in Seattle.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you got to see not just Alaska, but some other really cool spots. Were you able to explore like Quebec and, is it not Quebec? Vancouver. Is that where you, Vancouver? I was like,
sorry about that.
I was like, Quebec. Quebec is on the other side. Yeah. Did you get to explore around Vancouver or Seattle at all? Or?
Well, I went there before with my parents, so we pretty much, went right from the flight right over to the cruise. So we didn't really do much.
I see. Okay. So what was the coolest experience from I mean, I know everything was beautiful, but was there like a particular experience that sticks out in your mind?
Well, it was pretty neat because the cruise ship went over and we got to see the iceberg, and our ship rotated so you could see it. And then eventually it started coming, so we had to get out of there. But
oh my God, it started like moving?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we don't want that.
No.
That seems like that would end in bad news.
Yes.
We don't want that. And then on the same level of cruising, you've also done like abroad cruising, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So where was that at?
We did Greece.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I have been there too. What was what was that beginning and end for that cruise, or ish, I guess? Like, were you around Athens, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay, and then maybe some of the islands?
Yes.
I'm sure that was beautiful too, right?
Yes, yes.
That I loved the food there. I missed the food the most there. It was so good. And that was actually one of my other questions. Of all the places you've been to, is there a spot? I don't know if you're a foodie. I'm a foodie, but any spot where like the food was just amazing that stands out to you, or not really?
No, not really.
Because some people aren't really foodie people like me. I just thought I would ask. That's what I'm always thinking about. So one of the last things I want to talk about, because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I also know that you are a survivor.
Correct.
So how long have you been cancer-free?
I think 11 years now.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
So what kind of words of encouragement would you like to pass on to maybe those that are dealing with it right now?
Just hang on, be positive. And if you need help, ask for help, because there are survivors out there that could help you in your journey at this time having breast cancer.
Right. Absolutely. Well,
Yep.
thank you
You're
for
welcome.
that. So now I have 3 ending questions that I ask everybody. I did not give Amanda the heads up, by the way, on this, but they're easy-ish, I think. So
Yes.
first question, what is your favorite, and we can just be like current if it's easier, TV show?
Suits.
Suits. That's making a resurgence right now, isn't it?
Yes.
That's
very
fun. I've been
good.
hearing about it. It's good.
Yes.
What is it? What's it generally about? I haven't seen it.
Lawyers going back and forth, fighting about trials and stuff like that.
That's always fun. It's always a fun kind of drama to watch. That's awesome. So, okay, now favorite movie.
Footloose.
That's fun. I haven't gotten that answer
Yeah.
yet again, another movie I haven't seen. I'm keeping my streak alive because I am not like you are not a foodie. I am not a movie gal, but maybe I should add that one to my list. As a musical family that I have, I feel like Footloose should be one that I should see. Okay, and then last one. Well, first question: do you like ice cream?
Yes.
Do you have a favorite ice cream flavor, or just all ice cream?
Oh, I'll go with all ice cream. Ice cream's ice cream.
Some people are just very adamant that they are like chocolate people or mint chocolate chip people.
Yeah,
So
I
I
like to
just like
switch
to
them.
see what other people are into. But that brings us to the end of our chat, Amanda. Thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome.
You will hear me. We will catch up next time.
Okay.
On the next Deskside chat. Thanks, everybody.